Hi students, it's Miss B. Today we'll be talking about writing an essay. Just as a story has a beginning, middle, and end, an essay also has a beginning, middle, and end. The introduction, the body, and the conclusion. In your introduction, your first line should include some sort of hook that grabs the attention of the reader and makes them want to keep reading. You should also have a thesis statement. Remember, we talked about a thesis statement being like building a house. A strong foundation, that's your claim or what it is. Next, you'll have strong walls, that is your evidence or what it means. And finally, you'll top it off with a roof or your reasoning. That's why it matters. Give a general overview of the topic that will be covered in the essay. Please avoid the sentence, "In this essay, I will." That's an unnecessary sentence because we already know what you will do by reading your essay. Make sure that your introduction is only about a paragraph long. If you have a particularly long essay, you might need to include a second paragraph in your introduction, but for this assignment, that will not be necessary. I cannot stress the importance enough of transitions. Every single time you move from one paragraph to the next, you must include a transition. It's a good idea to take any sort of details from the previous paragraph that are similar to the next paragraph and use them to bridge the two paragraphs together. Please do not jump from one subject or idea to next. Once you have your transition finished, you're ready to continue with the body of your essay. Make sure your body supports your thesis statement and provides evidence. This is a good time to have those outside sources that you cite in text in MLA format. Make sure you also include a kind of a mini thesis statement. This is also what you'll call a topic sentence. Do not include anything that is not relevant to the topic within the body. If it's something that's not relevant to this essay, save it for the next essay. There are 3 ways to organize your essay. You can order it chronologically, which means that you'll be ordering it in the events of how they happened within time. So that could be from what occurred longest ago to most recent, or vice versa. You could flip that. You can also order it spatially. That's where you take things that are near to each other in concept and group them together. Finally, you can use order of importance. That's pretty much self-explanatory. If you do use chronological, which by the way is kind of best for those historical events or biographies, any sort of process, remember you can order it from oldest to newest or newest to oldest, but please make sure that the timeline is consistent. For this essay, you will most likely be using spatial ordering, how things fit together. A good example of this is your rat has mutations and adaptations that help it survive. You might want to order those different types of adaptations together within the same paragraph. So adaptations that help the rat find food sources would all be grouped together. And then adaptations that allow the rat to find shelter, those would all be grouped in their own paragraph together. This is best for descriptive essays and to kind of link those concepts that don't seem like they're related, but they actually are. It gives you that chance to show how those two things truly do fit together. Order of importance is great for a persuasive essay or any sort of essay where you are examining a problem and proposing a solution. Of course, if you're ranking any sort of events by their importance, then you want to use order of importance. This is not the best format for this particular essay, but certainly remember it for future essays. Again, those transitions, I cannot stress it enough. Make sure every single time you move from one paragraph to the next, you have a transition. When you write your conclusion, that's another good opportunity to make sure that you take those concepts and somehow tie them together. You neatly wrap up your essay, and that conclusion will feel final. It will feel like you have, in fact, completed all of your thoughts. Restate your essay and add even more of that relevant evidence, but simplify it. Don't restate the entire thesis statement. All you're looking to do is prove that you did, in fact, successfully argue your claim, and be sure that you also include the author's intent. Remember, author's intent is that FAT, feel, act, think. We also call that a call to action. If you follow these steps, you will be able to create a successful essay. It's time to write. Good luck.